talking in the mic because the mic need talking to. Hey, boo, look at the camera. Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. We're back at the takeaway. I got my main squeeze.
Hey.
I got my main squeeze with me. Hey, it's Romance Awareness Month. This should be fun. This August is Romance Awareness Month, and there are so many things planned. Hey, so I want to jump right in. This is my wife by my wedding ring. This is my wife of over.
Wait. What do you mean by your wedding ring?
By my wedding ring, because I was just make sure I was wearing my ring.
Oh,
We've been married so long, sometimes
okay.
we don't wear our ring.
You're right.
And you know what? I can't wait, and this has nothing to do with that. I can't wait till we get old and our teeth come out of our mouth and we, had different cups. And you know what I'm saying? You ready for that life?
I'm ready.
You ready for that life?
It's been how many years already?
It's been 20-some years.
20-some years. Okay.
Hey, so if and we just talking, this is the podcast we just talk. So if you accidentally put my teeth in your mouth when we like 80, and then like would you keep my teeth in your mouth, or would you just what would you do?
I keep them because you're a keeper.
I'm a keeper.
I
teeth
keep 'em. Yes,
She's
I
a
keep
keeper. What's wrong with you?
Everything about you is a keeper.
What,
I
for
keep
real?
them.
Now, look, don't be lying to these people that we cut off the camera. Don't be mad at me later on. It's Friday. You always know how to talk that talk on Friday. Ooh, we record this on
Friday is a good day.
She cut up. We sit out by the fire pit on Friday.
Oh, yes.
Wow. Romance Awareness Month. There's some things we really wanted to talk with y'all about. We're going to let y'all eavesdrop on our conversation.
Oh, yes.
And I think for anybody that's in a relationship, anybody that's been in a relationship, anybody, got them a secret boo, a sneaky link or something that really want to make them, really want to take them off the bench, and put them in the game.
Oh, yes.
I think it's a few things, especially when you talk about romance or you talk about being in a healthy, holy, wholesome relationship. We're pastors.
Of course.
But I think the church don't talk enough about sex, right?
True.
Us married or not married, right? It's like, so I mean, I wrote a couple of things on my heart, or I think it's 4 things that's as you talk about romance, I think you need to date.
Of course.
Transparent. I don't remember if it's been about 6 years or 5 years ago. You remember when we were sitting on the couch?
Oh, yes.
Tell them about it.
Well, we became pastors, and the church was like his baby. And it was his baby. And I felt like he should take care of his church, and the kids were my kids, even though they were our kids. But
they're my kids, too.
I know. That's what I said. They were our kids, but I didn't feel like that I was a part of the church or a part of his baby. So we had kind of grown apart, and we were sitting on the couch, and I remember one day he was saying, what we going to do?
It was a Friday.
It was a Friday. It sure was.
It was a Friday.
It was a Friday. And he was like, what we going to do, Lois? And you don't like me? And I said, you don't like me? And we started, talking. But let me tell you something, to go back. Remember at the beginning, we talked about because our parents, your mother had been through 5 divorces?
Yeah, well, I think she was like at 3.5.
At 3.5 at that time. Okay, then. Okay. And then my mom had been married, but her and her husband had been separated for so many years. So basically, it's like they wasn't married. So we made a vow that we would never get divorced. But we were at this point.
We said we wouldn't say the D word.
Yes, that's true.
But that night we said
that's
the D
true.
word.
That's true. So we were looking at getting a divorce. But thank God, he redirected us another way. And I can remember we were walking the track. We've been working out together for a while now. And we were talking about it. And I remember we decided, walking on the track, that we would go to counseling, and which we never made it to counseling, but we decided to start dating again. See, what's so important is, as he was going to talk about in just a few minutes, how important dating is.
Don't be trying to take mine. Don't be trying to take mine.
We started dating again, and once we started dating, we would go in, only one of us would take our phones, and when we would take our phone, we would not be on the phone. We only took the phones just to take a picture. So we were at a place of divorce, but thank God, we did not get that far. He allowed us.
It's Friday night.
Friday night.
It's Friday night, and it's Friday night, and talk to me because they just in our conversation.
Okay,
This
okay,
us.
okay, okay.
So it's Friday night, and our youngest daughter has graduated. Our granddaughter that we raised as a daughter was temporarily, we thought it would be forever,
Yes.
back with her mom.
Uh-huh.
So there's no church service.
No.
Right? So there's no responsibilities that we had.
That's
We didn't have to ask for any babysitters. Our youngest daughter's away in college. Our granddaughter is back with her mom, hopefully forever. So we don't know what to do with ourselves.
That's right.
My version of what happened that night. We sitting on the couch, and I'm like, you don't like me, and I don't like you. So what are we doing?
That's it.
And we were talking about getting divorced, and we wasn't even mad at each other.
That's right.
We just kind of didn't vibe like we vibe, and we blamed it on other stuff.
Yes.
I think for anyone in the relationship picture that we painted, you're gonna have to date each other. We could not talk about taking pictures. You know, when we start having a dedicated date night, nobody called us.
That's right.
If they called on a Wednesday night, which used to be our night, now you spoiled. You know that, right?
No, I don't think so.
I think you're spoiled. You eat out whenever you want to. You get a date way more than one night a week. I think you're extremely spoiled. But it's not part of this conversation. So when I say a date night, I mean, door open, a certain course meal. I mean, a pallet on the floor.
Of course.
In the living room. We had some amazing dates. Just sitting on the floor in the living room, or I had somebody cook. Like, we've had some amazing dates. You've picked some.
Yes.
I've picked some.
Of course.
But what it wasn't about the cost of the meal. It was about the dedication of this is our time. Our time.
Our time.
What do we call it?
Our time.
What is it?
Our time.
Okay, our time. Now, it's not so much on the romance, but can you just talk a little bit about the 3 ways we break down time?
Okay. Time. What is so important is your time, my time, and our time. It is so important that we've realized that each one of us has to make sure that we have our own personal time. But more important, we have to have our time.
We gotta have our time.
Our time, because as a man, you need your time, your time,
Like-
your space.
Like, don't ask me what I'm
Yes.
doing. Don't ask me who I'm talking
Yes.
to. Just, like,
If you sitting
don't
out
matter.
by the fire pit or whatever, I let you sit out by the fire pit. That's what you do.
for a limited time. But I
Yes,
want
for a
you to come
limited
out there
time.
too
Of
now.
course, of course.
Okay,
And
okay.
then my time is important
You're
to
playing
me.
on your phone. You're on Amazon.
I'm playing on my phone.
I
Or
don't
maybe
wanna know
I'm in
what
somebody's store.
Yeah,
you know,
you
I'm
do
just-
that. You
it-
stay in people's stores.
It's my time. But
Yeah.
what's important, we got to make sure we spend time together.
Yeah.
Time is so important.
But our time away from each other is cool too. I
Yes.
got homies. I got good friends.
Of
You have
course.
friends. Like, I need to go be a dude
Yes.
with dudes, and then I need you to miss me, and then I need to miss you too.
That's right. Because
But
when
not
we
for a
come back
long time.
together,
Yeah,
I'm
we
talking
can
about.
hunch.
Oh my God! Really?
Yeah,
That's what you call it? Oh, okay.
It's called hunch.
Oh, okay.
Hunch.
All right. All right.
Hunch.
So
So
important.
mine's is date. I think if you're going to be, if you're going to have a romantic relationship, there needs to be a designated time. It's
Yes.
not about the dollar amount. It's about the cutting off or the planning of the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's not all the time that you can make the time, because a lot of times we're very busy.
you gotta
We
take
have so much going on.
gotta take
So you can't make the time. You just got to take
Take
the
it.
time. You just got to do it.
Gotta make the time.
Yes.
Yeah, we got to take the
It's
time.
so important. You got to take the
Mm-hmm.
time. So I just want to say, if you have a significant other, don't be so busy that you don't take time to spend with him, and don't take the time for yourself.
This summer was crazy. I'm gonna let you go next. This summer was crazy. We're sitting on the patio, and the summer's been action packed, and we see that we don't have anything planned the next week. What do? On a Friday evening, something about Fridays.
Yes.
On a Friday evening, we book a cruise. It wasn't expensive
At all.
at all. We book a cruise to leave on Monday. Why? Because time matters. What else? I say dating. What do you say?
Not only time, but talking.
Okay.
Talking and communicating is very, very important. And even with the time, you got to use that time valuable. Talk about stuff that's important to you. One thing I've learned, we have to tell each other what we like and what we don't like. Instead of getting frustrated, about stuff we don't like and expecting the other person to know what we don't like. And then that's what caused the frustration.
It's like Salisbury steak.
Of course.
You remember that?
Tell that story.
So you had been making Salisbury steak for a while. I never really ate it. I really can't stand it. And one day I just got mad for no reason. I'm like, I don't want no Salisbury. I can't stand Salisbury steak. And you was like, huh? Because I always played with it. I never really ate it. I didn't like Salisbury steak, but I was grateful that you were cooking. But I didn't like Salisbury steak. I think in marriage, as we go a little deeper and talk about sexually, because it's for grown folks to listen to, married folks and folks who are intimate. I think that people need to talk about what they like in the bedroom.
That's true. That's
and what
so
they
true.
don't like. Like, don't
That's
do
true.
that. Do more of that.
Especially, I believe if we be honest about what we like, then we're pleased more. We're pleased more instead of this accepting something you don't like and have the other person to feel like that you're being pleased. That's a lie within itself. Okay, no, I don't like it that way. Do it this way.
And you could fake it.
Yeah.
You could fake it like I faked the Salisbury steak.
Of course.
I'm glad I didn't have to fake on the sex tip in our marriage. But and we had sex before we got married.
Of course.
We're not advocating that anybody do that. Yeah. But we did. So you kind of test drove me. Or did I test drive you?
Oh my goodness.
Hey, look, so talking. Man, we supposed to talk about this kind of stuff. Of course. Like people not supposed to get married and be in a relationship and then just guess. Like, talk back to me.
That's
like
it.
The preacher want them to say amen and the church want them to say, like, somebody need to talk back, right? Yeah, we need to talk.
Yeah. What about the guy? What's that song? He say I like.
Who?
Tell your spouse you like it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but what's the song?
What's the guy name?
You need to step up your game on your singing
I don't
too,
really know. A lot of them.
You know
sing,
some
but
that.
no, I'm saying I don't know the singers and stuff like that.
Oh, but you just know the song.
Yeah, the song.
Sing
He
a little
said,
bit too.
No, I ain't finna say that. But he said, I'm just saying. He said, the world saying it, but I mean, we got to tell our spouse, okay, I like it. I don't like it. And one thing I appreciate you telling me about the Salisbury steak, it was a help. It was help to me because I knew then once you told me that, okay, I know I got to take this off the menu because this is not pleasing to him.
Salisbury steak was removed never to return anymore.
Never to return. Yeah. But it helped me. And see, that's what we have to understand when we share what we don't like and then when we share what we like, it helped the other person, the spouse.
Yeah, I think both.
It's very helpful.
I think both are important. And it's probably some people sexually frustrated watching this video, and sex as a couple is not as a couple is not an enjoying time because somebody lying.
Yeah.
And somebody is getting through it, and the other person's getting what they need out of it.
Yeah.
And
everybody's not being satisfied.
Yeah, and in a world where you got these images, we was somewhere last night. Remember? We was hanging out last night. I mean, with all these images of inappropriateness.
Yeah.
We was somewhere last night. When you've been married as long as we've been married, when we see stuff, we talk about it right there. People walking by looking crazy.
Yeah.
Dressed up. We talk about it, though.
Yes.
You so crazy.
And we laugh.
Like, where they going? Where they work?
Yeah.
Hey, so this whole romance thing you started, and I'm sorry I cut you off, but
it's okay.
It really don't start at the date night. It really don't. The date night is not. Yeah, of course I want some, right? But the date night is not for that. It's just to celebrate and spend that time. Yeah. But we flirt. You gotta
touching.
Yeah,
touching is so important.
On
and it
off
don't
the
start. It don't look. It don't start.
Talk to me. Them people just
with your hand. It don't start with your hands. It start with your mouth, with the touching.
With the mouth.
With the mouth.
With the mouth or the,
The
mouth?
the mouth. And when I say that,
What, putting the mouth on each
putting your
other?
mouth
Okay.
no, putting your mouth
Okay.
on me when you call
That's what
me
I'm talking
or
about,
you
putting my
text
mouth on you.
me and you're saying something nice because
Uh-huh.
it don't start when you
But
just get
that's
the
really not
bedroom.
my mouth. That's my thumbs.
No,
Okay.
because you're saying it. Even if you call me, you saying it to me over the phone.
yeah,
So it starts with your mouth. Now I know you probably think about something else, but this I'm talking about. It starts with
But what you think about something else?
talk. No, it's,
Oh.
the conversation, starts before the bedroom, and then that way, when you get home, for instance, if you calling me and you saying, I love you, girl, and I'm gonna do this, or let's go out to dinner. It starts there. Don't wait till you get home, till I get home. You understand what I'm saying? And all of that. My mindset is already ready. Okay, let's do this thing.
This thing.
This thing.
That'd be the word. That thing thangin'. That's
Oh
crazy.
gosh.
That's crazy. So I mean, it's really a liberty. It's really a freedom
Yeah.
that comes with this commitment. And yeah, it's a liberty.
Yeah.
It's a freedom
Freedom.
that comes with this commitment.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't plan to have all the answers, but we do have some history. We've done it wrong, we've assumed,
Yep.
and then we grew enough to be honest.
We never had any good examples of marriages before we got married. So it was through trial and error that got us to the place that we are. But now we do see some good marriages. So a lot of times you don't have that example in front of you. You just gotta do the best you can till you learn how, to be that spouse that your spouse needs.
Yeah, it's simple stuff. Something like, you always complain about my clothes, but you buy the majority of my clothes between
Well,
you
that's
and the
true.
kids.
That's really
You always tell
true.
me I got too much stuff, but you buy it.
You
like
right.
you go to the store, I don't ask.
You're
You
right.
go get it. You dress me.
You're right.
Right? And maybe it's probably been about 3 years ago. You had that one gray hairstyle like you got right now. This is your natural hair today.
Yeah, this mine today.
I spend a lot of money on wigs, but so some years ago I liked the color on you.
Yes.
So what happened?
And that's been about 3 years now. I remember I came.
It was in
home.
August. It was in August 3 years ago.
That's it. That's
New
it.
Orleans.
That's it. And I came home from the hair salon and I had some gray hair. And
What time of morning did you come home?
probably about 1:30 in the morning.
And we had a 6 o'clock flight. to
We had
New
a
Orleans.
6 o'clock flight, and you said, "Oh my God, I like that." And one thing you said, "That's the color I want on you." And 3 years this month, I've been wearing that one color because I know it makes you happy.
Yeah, and you could do what you wanted to do.
Yes.
You grown, but
But I choose to make you happy.
yeah, and you like it.
Yes.
You go through different styles, but it's the same color.
But it's always the same color.
And I think that's where it starts. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's being having romance or having a great relationship to where you want to touch each other, talk to each other, spend time with each other. I think people had to make, you know what I'm saying, be open to do that. People had to be open to do that. You didn't have to become another person. Hey, you remember, I don't even know if you remember this. You remember what I told you this morning or yesterday? And you said, you glad I fixed it. You remember what I said? I said something about I get to sleep with a different woman.
Oh, you sure did.
Because you said, that was last night. Go
Last
ahead.
night.
What I said?
You said, I get to sleep with a different woman almost every night. And then you said, oh, your hair is different. I said, oh, I'm glad you fixed that because it would have been a problem.
Yeah, but you knew what I was saying.
Yeah.
What I was saying was
got
by your hairstyle.
I got you,
Because you were
yes.
talking about wearing one
Yes.
wig, today.
Doing another way,
and doing
of course.
something
Yes.
while another hair was
Let me
getting ready.
let me clear this up though. I got this for a woman. This is not all about just making you happy.
That's right.
Because I didn't want. Because it kind of sounded like I did it just for you, but no, I liked it the color too. So we were on the same page about liking the color. So it wasn't about just doing it because you wanted it, but I did it to make you happy. But I liked the color too, because first of all, I had the color first and came home to you, and so that motivated me to keep wearing it. So it was not just to make you happy; it made both of us happy.
And the same thing with the clothes. Like I'm
Same
not in the
thing.
store.
Same thing.
You'll get it
Yeah.
and buy it and bring it home.
It's about making each other happy.
Yeah.
It's about making each other happy, and it's about sacrifices. sacrifices, because it's not always going to be Sunday. Marriage is not always a Sunday. You know, it's about making that Sunday, that Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. You know, it's not always a perfect time to do things, but you have to make that time perfect.
Yeah, you gotta invest. I
Yes,
mean,
of
if
course.
we ain't talked all day or we've been arguing all month, you know, calling each other crazy stuff, we ain't got no business.
Yeah.
You know you gonna be sleep when I say you sleep.
Yeah.
Lois, you sleep. Boo, you sleep.
God.
You gonna really,
Oh
you gonna
my
really be
goodness.
sleep. So we talked about dating. We talked about what?
We talked
Dedicated
about
time.
time and talk, touch. Now let's talk about threshing each other, pushing each other. You know, with me and you, I look at our relationship as sex is important. Don't get me wrong. Communication
Very
is
important.
important.
It should be important to both of us.
Yeah, it is
Both of you.
very, very important. But my thing is, I think support. When you support a man, it says something about you to that man.
You
or
speaking my love
opposite,
language. You speaking my love
yes,
language.
or the
hey,
opposite.
Hey, we're gonna pick up right here next week.